Conveyor belt drops gravel to create a pile in the shape of a right circular cone. The cone is formed from approximately 335 feet cubed of gravel. If the height of the cone is 20 feet, what is the radius in feet of the base of the cone? Use 3.14 for pi. Round your answer to the nearest tenth of a foot. So basically what's happening in this one is they're going backwards. We know the formula for the volume of a cone is 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times height. And the only things that they are giving us in this one are the volume and the height. They usually give us the radius and the height, but this time they're giving us these two things, which means we just have to go backwards a little bit to find out what the radius would have been. So if the volume is 335, still have the 1/3, still have a pi, I don't know the radius, but the height is 20 feet. I can start getting rid of each of these values one by dividing these two guys out. So what I can do is take my 335 and divide it by 20. That leaves me with 16.75 equals 1/3 times pi times r squared. See how I got rid of the 20? Now I can do the same thing with 1/3. So I'm dividing by 1/3 and I end up with 50.25 equals pi times radius squared. So I'm basically just getting rid of these one at a time. Now I want to get rid of the pi, that's 3.14, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3.14. And I get about 16 equals r squared. So now I just have to say what radius squared would give me 16. Well, the radius must have been about 4. So the radius is approximately 4 feet. And if I would go back and make sure that all of this adds up, 1/3 times pi of 3.14 times 4 times 4 times 20, sure enough, gives me very, very close to the 335 I started with. It's 334.9, so really, really close. So when I checked my answer, I know that I was right. So about 4 feet.